when you start up your Sims game, this is what you're gonna see. And you might be thinking, I don't even know what this game is. Well, basically The Sims 4 is a life simulation game, which means you can create little people called Sims and control their lives. You can build their houses, you can make families, you can make them find the love of their life, or you can drown them in a pool or trap them in your basement. It's up to you how you play. This isn't a linear game, meaning that there is no start and finish. It's actually called a sandbox game, meaning you can play as long as you like and there's never gonna be an end. This is your home screen, and this is basically where you can get the latest news updates, any announcements of new packs. You can explore the gallery, which is where other players share their creations. I'm gonna go across to this tab, which is packs. There are 4 different kinds of packs: stuff packs, game packs, expansion packs, and the recently added kits. They all serve the same purpose, and that is to add more content and experiences for your Sims. You can go to the snow, you can get pets, you can go live in the city in a penthouse or apartment. So today I'm just gonna play with the base game. So I'm just playing with The Sims 4 with nothing added to it. None of these extra packs, just so we can go through the basics. So let's start a new game. So the game's gonna take you to create a Sim. This is where you create your Sims, the little people you're gonna play with, and you're gonna control their lives. You can start just making one Sim with story mode here. You just answer a series of questions and they're gonna create a Sim for you. But let's not do that today. Let's just show you the real create a Sim. So you can randomize a Sim if you want with this little randomize button until you get a Sim that you kind of think you vibe with. You can give them a name. Let's call it Farrah Nugget. If you click on this little diamond plumb bob icon here, you can get a little bit more depth into your Sims character. You can pick their age, toddler, child, teen, young adult, or elder. You might even want to change their voice pitch. You can even change their walk style. My Sim story is gonna be, she's an elder. She's never been particularly fit, but she's ready to be as strong as she can. So I'm gonna pick an aspiration for her. This is her personality, and this is gonna affect how she lives in your Sims game. So I'm gonna say her aspiration is to be athletic. She wants to become a bodybuilder, and I'm also gonna pick 3 traits to support this aspiration. I might add that the aspiration can change at any point in your gameplay, so don't feel too stressed about it. So I'm gonna go click over here, say she's active, because she wants to be a bodybuilder. Being active makes sense. Maybe she loves the outdoors, because she'll wanna go running. And I think she's gonna be a bit of a bro as well. So all of these traits, if you hover over them, will tell you how this will affect your Sim. So active Sims, for example, tend to be energized, can pump up other Sims, and may become upset if they don't exercise for a period of time. Now, whilst you can change the aspiration, traits can't be changed without a cheat. Now I've got my personality sorted out, I'm gonna think about what my Sim is going to look like. Like I said, you could have used the randomize button and just gone with this, and that's fine. So if you click on her head, that's a good place to start, I suppose. I can pick a hairstyle, I can pick a hair color if I want. I kind of like the gray though. Eye color, nose, mouth. There's all these different ones you can pick on the side here. But if you're really keen, and you want to be really detailed, or even if you want to make a Sim that looks exactly like you, or a family member or a friend or a celebrity, you can even start clicking and changing your Sim's face shape. You can make pretty weird looking Sims as well if that's your thing. I liked how my Sim looked to begin with, but I might want to add some accessories. So I'm gonna go over here and add some glasses. I won't go into this too deeply because I feel like you'll be able to figure this out yourself. I'm also gonna add a backwards cap, and you can obviously change the color of your Sim's skin. You can add some skin details to them, moles, freckles, all of that. I'm gonna give her some wonky teeth. And if I wanna get out of this close-up version of her face, I can just click off to the side and it'll zoom out again. The next step is probably her outfit and her body type. So I can click on the body, and you'll also be able to change her muscle definition, her body weight, whether she's thin, whether she's thicker. So because she's just gonna be starting out her aspiration as a bodybuilder, I think I'm gonna keep her maybe a little bit more cuddly, a little less muscly, so she can bulk up over time. I can rotate her body by clicking with my left button and holding it and rotating her. Have a look at what she looks like from a 360 angle. I can also zoom in by moving my mouse wheel in and out. She might have broader shoulders, wider hips, bigger calves, little feet. Now that I've got her appearance looking how I want it, I also want to change her clothes So I'm just gonna click on her clothing. If you don't wanna go in and select from all the categories, you can just go to this, which is called styled looks. And this will give you a few options. There's also different types of outfits for your Sims. So there's everyday wear, formal wear, athletic wear, sleepwear, party wear, swimwear, hot weather wear, and cold wear. Let's just keep it simple. I'm gonna pick her out a nice basic tracksuit for everyday wear. And maybe I'll also pick some shoes. Now, if I wanted to, I could add a family member as well. To do that, you just press this little icon down here and you can randomize a family member with genetics. You can add a Sim from the gallery, or you can just add a new Sim. I'm just gonna start with one Sim today. All right, I think we're ready to play. So click on the tick. This is my Sim Nugget, and let's play Sims. Next, you're gonna come to the world screen. So this is the different worlds your Sim can live in. I'm gonna go live in Willow Creek. And this is the beautiful world of Willow Creek. We have some blank lots where we could build a house. There's also already families living here for your Sim to meet. There's some community lots, like a park, gym, which we're probably gonna go to, library, things like that. And the different sections of the neighborhood, kind of like in real life, will be more affordable areas and more expensive areas. So for example, I can't afford some of these big houses. So I might have to go all the way down here to Foundry Cove to start in a more affordable home, which we like to call a starter home. Let's go for the good old Crick Cabana and move on in. I can buy this house furnished, I can bulldoze the lot to build something, or I can keep it unfurnished. Let's go with furnished. Welcome home. This is our house right here, and I'm just gonna teach you a few of the really basic controls and how I think it's best to set up your game on a PC. So before we get into anything, I'm gonna advise that you change your game settings to a different mode than what the game starts with. Now this is totally up to you, but personally I think it's way easier. So go to your options menu, go to game options, and down to game camera. And I suggest you tick using the Sims 3 camera. You might want to turn off edge scrolling as well. And I personally just like to invert vertical camera rotation, but that's because I'm weird. You don't need to do that. Okay, now I've got that sorted. I'll teach you how to control your camera. So using your mouse wheel, you can zoom in and out. If you click into your mouse wheel and hold it and move your mouse to side, you can actually move your camera view, just like this. So I can zoom in, I can move around my Sims, and I can also use my keyboard. Use your W, A, S, D keys to move around as well. And then maybe just have a play around with that and practice zooming in and out, changing the camera. It's weird at first, but you do get used to it. Now that you've got your camera sorted, let's look at the UI. So on the bottom left, you have how many simoleons you have. So this is your household funds. We don't have a lot right now, so we're probably gonna have to make money some way. You also have center on current lot, which will take you back to your house. Your Sim will have a phone, which has some extra options, which I'm not gonna go through right now because they might get a bit confusing. And we also have our family along here. So here's Farrah Nugget. And if I click on her face, it's gonna take me to my Sim. I'm gonna zoom in and rotate that camera so I can take a real good look at it. Then you have your game speed. Right now it says our game is paused, so I pause time. My Sims can't get away with anything. I can go make a cup of tea and they're not gonna die. It's all gonna be fine. But if I press play, this is gonna start life for them. And they can do things by themselves. You don't control everything unless you set it up in your settings that way. So she might start doing something in a second. You need to keep an eye on these Sims. I can also fast forward time to double speed or triple speed. That's if I wanna get through a task more quickly. Over here, you can see your aspiration. And your aspiration is actually a goal. So to complete an aspiration, you have to fulfill these tasks and then you're rewarded with something. You can see what your reward is by hovering over your aspiration. The reward trait for the bodybuilder aspiration is long-lived. Long-lived Sims live longer lives, bearing any accidents. There's also some other options here. A reward store where you can get other things from obtaining reward points. And we can also select a new aspiration here if we don't want to be a bodybuilder. Then we have our career tab. We can join a career if we want to. We also have our skills. Farrah unfortunately has no skills, but skills are pretty easy to build. I can just click on my Sim to go jogging, and she's gonna start acquiring the fitness skill. And we can get to level 10 of the fitness skill. The more levels you have, the more your sim can do. Then we have our relationship panel. We currently have no relationships, but that's easy to change. There's already sims going up to my house right now and knocking on my door. This is my neighbor Liberty Lee, and it looks like she started a welcome wagon. So I'm gonna click on Summer over here and invite my neighbors in. And this is the first time you're seeing interactions. These are all the different options you have to control your sim. You can also see in the left-hand corner my sim's feeling very uncomfortable, and you can hover over the icon to see why. She's dangerously tired from strenuous activity. Elders don't have the stamina they used to, and at the moment Farah is exhausted. Continuous strenuous activity could be fatal right now. Oh no, it's true. Elderly sims can die from doing strenuous activity. Oh look, my neighbors are going into my house. So I can use my WASD key to move into the house, but the walls are kind of in the way. So up in the top right-hand corner, this is your view of your house. You can change your walls to being up, to being down, or to being cut away. And now I can see inside my house and keep an eye on my neighbors. So let's go up to these guys. Let me introduce myself. Currently, I have literally no relationship, so I should probably meet some people. And once I've introduced myself, there's other things I can talk to them about. I can thank them for coming. I can discuss interests, explain about my problems. And gradually as I meet people, we're gonna start forming relationships, which will pop up in your relationship bar. So I can see that I'm acquaintances with these sims. I don't have much of a relationship yet, but if I work on it, I could even start romancing one of them. Or they could become my best friend or my enemy. Next to relationship panel is your inventory panel. So this is where objects you collect can be put. The next one is the Simology panel, which is just all about my sim. This is how old I am, my family tree, my statistics, my traits. I even have a bonus trait because I like to work out. And then this is the most important panel of all, and this is your sim's needs. And this is what's gonna keep your sim alive and thriving or hating life. So you need to make sure that all of these stay in the green, or else your sim might become really, really sad or even die. If your hunger goes all the way to red, your sim will die of starvation. If your energy gets so low that it's completely gone, then your sim will pass out. Your sim will get really smelly. They'll get really depressed if they don't socialize unless they have the learner trait. And if your sims don't get enough fun, they're gonna just be upset and they're gonna stop doing basic things. Hey look, my neighbors brought me fruitcake. How about we take a piece of that and up our hunger bar a little bit? If you make your sim eat when they're not very hungry, they will also put on weight. I'm gonna speed up time here. Also, on the left-hand panel are our actions, and this is what we're lined up to do. So at the moment, we're chatting with a neighbor, and then we want to eat gourmet fruitcake. My sim's enjoying this fruitcake and talking to this neighbor, but I feel like she's getting a bit over the neighbor talking. So I'm just gonna cancel this interaction by going to our interactions here on the left, and we can leave her. Bye. Oh, she's a good sim. She's washing up her dishes. We're also needing to go to the bathroom. So where is our bathroom? Let's go over to here. I'm gonna click on the toilet and use it. And she's gonna go pee-pee. Ah, that feels so much better. Now, if I wanted to give my guests some food, I could go over to here and cook something. Let's cook some grilled cheese sandwiches. Family size, because there's 4 of us here. So as my sim is cooking, if I go to the skill panel, she's now got cooking skill. Now watch the cooking skill, because sometimes sims who aren't very high in cooking skill can actually start a fire and they will die if you don't put it out. She seems okay though. She's got this. And voila, we have eggs. I mean, not eggs, we have toasties here. They look kind of gross, but that'll improve as her cooking skill improves. So let's click on that and call everyone to meal. Hey everyone, do you want to get some delicious grilled cheese that kind of looks a bit funky? And look at this, they're all gonna get a piece. Now that we've learned a little bit about gameplay and how it works, there's also another mode which is called build mode. So if you click on build mode up here in the top right hand corner, this is gonna take you to where you can build a house, furnish a house, change things up, renovate. Keeping in mind we don't have a lot of money, there are a lot of things we won't be able to buy. I can tell you how to fix that though. One of the best cheats in the game is called Motherload, and this will give you $50,000. Now this is a little bit more advanced, but I feel like even for beginners to have a play with build mode, it might be good to show you guys. If you go Control-Shift-C, it's gonna bring up a cheat box. Type in Motherload, press enter, and shabam, we just got 50 grand. You can do that as much as you like. And yeah, it's totally cheating. Your sim really should be hardworking and make their own money to build up their house. But just for learning purposes, just so we can renovate a little bit, I thought we'd give her some extra cash. If you want to get out of this cheat box, just click on it and press escape. So I'm not gonna go into build mode. That's like for a whole other video that I will make. But if you wanted to maybe even just buy a new couch, this is how you're gonna do it. We're not able to see in our house right now, and I taught you how to do the cutaway wall thing, but unfortunately we can't even see past our roof. That's because we're viewing from the roof level. If you wanna go down a level, just press this arrow. So now I can see in. There's also a grid here to help you place items. I'm gonna click on this couch and press delete because I want a new couch. I'm then gonna click on this tab, go to comfort, click on a couch, find a couch I like. I can even click on swatches here to pick a different color. Let's do a nice blue couch. And then I can place a new couch in my house. Just by clicking on the ground, it's gonna deduct an amount of money. Then I can go back to live mode, and now my sim's able to use the new couch. So that's basically the start of Sims. I mean, there's so much I could show you right now, but I feel like this is good for just the basics for this first video. At least you know how to make a sim, you know how to interact with other sims, you know how to use the controls, you can understand the UI, you know how to get money by cheating, and you also know how to get into build and buy mode. So I'm gonna leave this video right here. If you would like to see another part of this or a build mode tutorial, let me know. Just comment down below, and thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have heaps of fun playing The Sims because it is my most favorite game ever, and I love sharing this game with other people. Anyway, I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world. I'll speak to you soon. Happy simming!